Hello everyone, I'm Rihanna Bahamut and welcome back to Let's Play Wars Orochi 3. Last time we went and screwed up the timeline and saved Mitsuhide Akechi from the flames of Anoji Temple. And there's a sentence I don't think anybody in Japan ever thought they'd hear. Now, today we are heading out to the Battle of Fang Castle where Wei is waiting in... well, lying in wait is the best way to put that, I should say. Lying in wait to ambush us, so let's dive on in.
義軍め、もう追いついてきおったが、このままじゃすぐに包囲を受けてまう。ここは足を速めて一気に突破せにゃならんな。流行るなよ、馬長。敵の指揮を取っとるのはおそらく曹操。お前が長年追ってきた一族の仇じゃが。
分かっている。俺たちの目的は生徒にたどり着くことだ。
ならええ。
敵にはジカという仙人もいるようですね。聖者を図るべき仙人が我らを邪とみなしましたか。ならばこの戦、私が参りましょう。闘争で正しきを表すのが上杉の流儀ですから。
背後を取られては反撃もままならん。ここは敵を振り切り一気に生徒を目指す。南西の道はすでに断たれてしまったか。北西の道より生徒を目指すぞ。
奴らはすでに袋のネズミだ。包囲を絞り追い詰める。
So, as they have obviously been stating, this is an escort mission. We gotta get good old Leroy Jenkins up into the upper left-hand corner. That is, as long as he resists his urges to go and charging at enemies, especially Cao Cao. Our team today features Zhao Yun and Diao Chan. And we all know Zhao Yun as the poster boy for the entirety of the Dynasty Warriors series. And I've actually got him currently sporting his Dynasty Warriors 6 look, where he's, well, pretty much decked out in plate mail. I also feel I must state that this is actually excuse me. This is actually take 3 of my recordings on this mission, because takes 1 and 2, well, for some reason, 1 minute into recording, they just suddenly stopped. So, once again, we're gonna have no, well, you recruited X, Y, and Z character recruitment after this mission. Which is rather a shame, because we're actually getting some important characters here. And my allies need to stop helping me so I can actually wail on this dude. Thank you. And in all honesty, Zhao Yun is really not in my top favorite characters. He's nowhere near that list, honestly. He's just so boring, for lack of a better term. I mean, yeah, he's the face of the series, but that's really all he has going for him. He doesn't have much of a personality in-game, and as a fighter, he's pretty much the definition of average. He's good in all things, but he's nowhere near the top of anybody's list in those things. If you want someone who can just slaughter people wholesale, there's guys that do that much better than him. If you want someone who can weather all attacks, he's not the guy to look at. Sorry. Keep on tripping up over my own tongue. He's not the most offensive character, and he's also not the speediest character. Heck, his Musou attack isn't even all that interesting. It's just him drilling through everyone. I mean, look. Sure, I can make some Gurren Lagann jokes here, but I've seen some more impressive Musou attacks. That with much bigger explosions. And as you might guess from the fact that this is an escort mission, we're gonna have a whole bunch of ambushes all along our path. And I also have to question Leroy Jenkins' intelligence because he just went into one of the most obvious spots for an ambush. I mean, he's passing right in front of an enemy castle, alongside which is a giant, well, I guess I'd call that a plateau, maybe? That someone could easily place archers up there without us noticing and then just start shooting into us. But then again, if you hadn't noticed my running gag for our good old son of a monkey, our good boy Leroy, is that he isn't very smart. Now we gotta take care of good old Cao P and his wife Zenji. And it's where Cao P's name just always makes me laugh because I remember when they pronounced Cao as cow. So we had Cao Cao and Cao P. Clearly, these guys really should have been dairy farmers, and ow! We need to bust out the Jiang way here so we don't all die. Oh, one of our allies actually whipped out their Ma Chao attacks. Now isn't that just a rarity? And Leroy is just standing there for some reason.
復讐の念を消すことができん。
お見事な武勇にございます。
Can you guess what stupidity will get into Leroy's head later in the level? And I killed Zhao Doom before he could even finish his statement. Because I've actually gotten Jiang Wei to almost maximum power. His weapon almost has plus 10 to all the special attributes. And on top of that, it's maxed out compatibility, so he's actually wielding a 64 power weapon. For reference, the 3-star weapons that everybody else is wielding has the base power of about 19, and I think it maxes out at like 30. So yeah, these ones are really, really good. It just takes some effort to actually get stronger. Now everyone is heading up to this, I guess that's a fort in the middle of the map. So who wants to bet money that there's going to be a suddenly appearing officer in this area? Of course you wouldn't take that bet, that'd be stupid. And this is why having a nice beat stick is so handy in this game. Especially when I'm trying to rush through, since this is my 3rd time recording! Although I honestly should be using Diao-chan a bit more, because I might actually be forcing her into the group for the next mission, because I think that's the one we need her for. As you might imagine if you know anything about the Dynasty Warriors story, Diao-chan is very much linked with good old Lu Bu. So of course we're gonna need her to recruit him. For those who don't know, Diao-chan was like the ultimate honey trap. Her father sent her in to pretty much drive a wedge between her and, not between her, what am I saying? Between Dong Zhuo and Lu Bu. And it worked. Lu Bu killed Dong Zhuo, and well, they ran off to be happy together. No one really, well, I don't think anybody really has it written down what happened to Diao-chan after, well, she did her thing. So I can't honestly say what really was her ultimate fate. And we're actually fighting the last of the 3, whatchamadinguses, the Mystics from the Warriors Orochi 3. I mean, 2. Good lord. She was the one that sided with the Wei side, obviously, as she's still with them. And she's a bit annoying since, as you might have noticed, she does. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Stop giving me heart attacks like that, game. Why am I still on her? Holy crap. That was stupid. There we go. Now the game doesn't actively tell you this really, but this is kind of like Guojia's, well, any of the other missions where someone dies and we have to go back in time to mess with the level to save them. Because in fact, the second that, well, Guojia leaves the map, he dies pretty much. There's really no explanation on how he died. They just said, well, he headed off to Luoyang like he was ordered, but he never arrived. We don't know what happened. And ow. I'm just getting my ass kicked now when I'm not playing as Jiang, aren't I? Oh, poor Hideyoshi. He's trying to convince well, Leroy Jenkins to not be Leroy Jenkins. To actually complete this mission, we actually just have to go and finish off Cao Cao. Which I will probably just end up rushing Jiang over right now to go and end this level. Other than that, there really isn't all that much left to this level. It's a fairly short and sweet escort mission, and honestly has a lot fewer ambushes than I would expect from a Dynasty Warriors game. I would have expected at least 2 more. And Jiang Wei just owns his ass. And Cao Cao just looked at him with a face of dull surprise.
かぐやから話は聞いた。どうやら我々の予想を超える事態が進行しているようだな。
その鍵をダッキが握っているか気に入らんな。ダッキの後手に回るわけにはいくまい。人間の未来がかかっているならなおさらな。劉備、信玄、謙信、孫権、氏康、信長、皆に使いをくれ。
Pretty sure at least half of those guys are already working for me, dude.
これよりは全ての人が手を携え事態に立ち向かうのだ。
Now, normally this is where a wonderful conversation happens, telling us that, oh shit, the mystics are coming. Unfortunately, like I said, this is take 3, so yeah. Also, as you might imagine, Cao Cao and Nuwa just joined alongside Xiahou Dun. It's just that Xiahou Dun didn't get any real recruitment messages. We also seem to have a conversation over here to talk about.
昔道館で討伐軍に攻められただな。あの時は驚いただよ。
しかも相手には芝将がいた。相手が弟でも容赦しないのが芝一族。弟であればこそ止めてやるのが兄の役目であろう。芝氏はすげえな。おいら知り合いとは戦いたくないだよ。 奴とて愚かではない。理由があるなら刃で問うべきと考えたまで。
お前は熱いのか冷めているのか、どうにもつかめんな。
Basically, we just unlocked the other side of the Battle of Tongate, the very first battle of Chapter 3. So, odds are I won't really be playing with it, since it's not all that interesting, since it's just the same battle, but in reverse. Anyway, join me next time when I do one of the myriad of side missions that we have unlocked. Seriously, by the end of Chapter 3, I think I'm gonna have to do like a major side quest roundup. Because, well, to get the different endings of the games and a whole bunch of different missions in actuality, you really need, well, everybody unlocked. Like, the normal ending, that really sucks. You can't really have gotten all that many people. Good ending, I think, requires that you have recruited at least all the redone levels, like with, oh, son of a bitch, why is my mind blanking? Mitsuhide. Yeah, just like with him. And finally, the last one is from actually getting everybody. Well, technically everybody. Everybody but the characters that you need to actually beat the game to unlock. Yeah. That makes sense. I'm calling it. Anyway, join me next time for some side quest mayhem, and I will see you all again there.